All right, fellas, so we're back with the brand new video. Yesterday, I asked y'all what's your favorite shoe of all time, and this guy had my favorite answer, so you win shout out of the day. Would you rather have Kevin Durant or Stephen Curry? Oh, we starting off with the tough one here. So would I rather have Kevin Durant or probably the best shooter of all time? Actually, I'm just gonna say he's the best shooter of all time, or Kevin Durant, who's gonna go down in history as probably a top 10 scorer of all time. It's tough. I'm gonna go with Kevin Durant. You can hate Kevin Durant, but you cannot say anything negative about his game. He's a 7-foot. Yes, I said 7 foot. I know he's listed as 6'9". 2K says 6'9". NBA.com says 6'9". But we all know he is 7 foot, right? There's pictures of him standing next to DeMarcus Cousins where he's taller. DeMarcus Cousins is 6'11". There's even Kevin Durant saying that he likes to be listed as 6'9", because if they know that he's 7 foot, they're gonna say he's a power forward, and he doesn't want to be listed as a power forward. All right. So yes, 7 foot player that has the handle of a guard, that can shoot the ball, play in the post, play good defense, good enough defense to be successful, and can give you 30 a night. I just talked myself into Kevin Durant, easily talking myself to Kevin Durant. Again, you can dislike Kevin Durant for his decisions in the offseason, yada, 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 whatever, but you have to respect that Kevin Durant is probably the number 2 or number 3 best player in the league. Would you rather have a young Nash or old T-Mac? That's a no-brainer. We're taking young Nash. Young Nash was great. Young Nash was a 2-time MVP. Old T-Mac, that's after all the injuries. It doesn't really make sense that this is even a question, so we'll take young Nash. Would you rather have Chris Paul or Damian Lillard? There's at this point where, like, point guards number 4 through, like, 7 are all the same to me. So, top 3, I got Russell Westbrook, Stephen Curry, and John Wall. But after that, that second tier of PG, we're talking Chris Pauls, we're talking Damian Lillard, we're talking those type of dudes. I don't know who's better than who. So, I'm not going off who is a better player here. I'm going to go off who I'd rather have in my locker room, and that would be Damian Lillard, because Damian Lillard is a leader. He is 100% a leader on and off the court. Chris Paul, also a leader, but the thing is with Chris Paul, some people don't like playing with Chris Paul. There have been Chris Paul teammates in the past that legitimately didn't like being on the court with him. They say he was too hard on them. They said he's too ball dominant. When Damian Lillard, well, he wants, I don't even know how to explain this, but Damian Lillard, I think, is a better player for the locker room. We'll just keep it that way, so I'll pick Damian Lillard. Would you rather A, get rid of the shot clock, or B, allow teams to goaltend? First of all, I don't want either of those rules to come, but if we had to pick, we got to do it. All right. So there's a story in the book Glory Road. Glory Road is a book and a movie about the 1966 Texas Western team, I think. The first predominantly black NCAA team to win a championship. Great book, okay movie. Great book. Read the book. The movie's okay, but the book is amazing. But there's a story in the book about times before this shot clock. And the story goes that basically there is a game that ended with the score of like 6-4. Because once you had the lead, you just dribbled the ball, or you just held the ball, or sat on the ball. In the story, the team had the ball for the entire half because they had the lead. There was no reason to take more shots because you weren't penalized for having the ball. And if you missed, the other team could score. So there was times in the game where both teams were just sitting on the floor waiting for the time to expire because there was no shot clock to make them shoot the ball. So if we got rid of the shot clock, we may get stuff like that. And personally, I don't want that to happen. I like seeing players drop 40, 50. I don't want to see a game end in 6-4 final. So I guess I'd get rid of the goaltend. I think Euro basketball, they didn't get rid of the goaltend, but if the ball is on the cylinder or on the hoop, you can knock it off. I think that's the rule or something like that. And in Euro basketball, they're successful. They're successful. Teams can still put up 90, 100 points with that rule. So I'll take B. I guess allowing teams to goaltend is fine, at least over getting rid of the shot clock. Would you rather have LeBron stay in Miami or KD stay in OKC? So with LeBron, you know, leaving Miami, he had done what he had to do. 4 years, 2 championships. I think that's a successful stint. He personally thought that he had something to prove or something to give to the city of Cleveland, which he did. He did it. Now with Kevin Durant thing, I know he said the reasons why he left, But man, they were this close to being in the finals again. They had already been in the finals as a young team with the core of Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden, and they were super, super young. I thought that was going to be a team that would win multiple championships. They were one game off. They blew a 3-1 lead to the Warriors. Kevin Durant kind of was a no-show in game 7, I'm pretty sure it was, where he basically didn't do his thing. One game away from being in the championship game again, lose it, goes over to play with the team that beat him. I would have much rather had him stay in OKC, but then again, I respect his decision. But if I had to answer between LeBron staying in Miami and KD going to OKC, I would rather have KD staying in OKC. Would you rather average a triple-double or 35 points per game? So I don't know what type of triple-double we're talking. Are we talking about the Russell Westbrook triple-double where basically putting up 30 points per game? Or we're talking about the basic bare-bones triple-double where 10 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists? Okay. I think, like no joke, I think I would probably rather average the triple-double, even if it is 10, 10, and 10, because the amount of people that average a triple-double is 2. And the amount of people to average 35 plus, I don't really know the number, but I guarantee you it's higher than 2. So you'd be in the more exclusive club if you average a triple-double over if you average 35 points per game. So I'm looking at it here. Kobe averaged 35. We knew that. Michael did it a couple times where he averaged over 35. There was Bob McAdoo was super, super close. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was super close. Tiny Archibald was super close. Rick Barry did it. Will Chamberlain did it a billion times. So yeah, there are more people that average 35 points per game than to average triple-double. So give me that triple-dub. Thank y'all so much for watching the video. If you did enjoy, always be sure to leave it a like. And for shout out of the day, answer the question of why you enjoy this channel. I'm genuinely curious of why you subscribed or why you are still watching the videos. I understand that lately the numbers have been down as far as the channel, but you know what? I appreciate everybody that's watching, all right? Thank y'all.